Eti for mo kwa baba daily update TV na message enene da oba channel so no hit adoma no subscribe no like no share wona epensemi bi etie so enya bi etie na message oba jebre ne adaje na yabora ensem ni mu ne de ensema etwagu no ye de emu ensem enyina ebebre mo na yabora ensem ni mu dia na the latest news abebom no yes ebesi ne say ijapa ena abawura Jean Mensah akache ho ni nyina ye besi ne Ablekuma nof eye seat no omunya endeclare na Jean Mensah aba bonten say no ya akoye sa Ablekuma nof seat na onya endeclare no say de opesu declare na ansa na obe declare ohia heavy security police pa ohia heavy police pa betimi abegina ne so amana time declare Ablekuma no for ni yebusa ne say say no which say we here heavy security bribe bi no akwaje say nka u declare ma MPP for no ana said dia say Jean Mensah also we here heavy security. I mean what you are doing no and to assume it doesn't make sense. Well you mongrem na yentin 70 be free ho
Ablekuma North result declaration. Jean Mensah on the boss Masari kwasiampe yina omuti isi one mono. They have tried about 7 times to say Ablekuma abana yeto yeno omuba declare results no. But let me tell you for a fact, Jean Mensah any isi no, they are blaming the police and saying say here total protection from the police and it no to mean declare election results. Ablekuma seat no. Mamika binjo. Ablekuma not seat no. The electoral commission, the intention was to declare it for NPP. Jean Mensah, Bosman Asari, they knew that the NPP person had lost the elections. And they know till now. Now the reason why they could not declare the elections, they were not sure. They did not expect, say, the NDC will win power. Now, the manipulations they did a better point to be at, it is making it difficult for them as EC directors or the returning officers of Ghana elections, to declare the winner of the elections. As we speak, Jean Mensah and the EC, they cannot tell us, they have the original pink sheets to declare Ablekuma North elections. Because deliberately, they told the MPP candidates not to bring her pink sheet. And the EC itself deliberately decided to ban the pink sheet. Because now MPP nini wini. Now they are stuck. They are stuck because they know, say, if they try to come out and declare the elections for the NPP candidate, which they know lost the elections, there's going to be a lot of chaos. So now, every single day, see a person say, oh my, the result of Ablekuma North, or see, here police protection. Every single day, ya to abewie 5 months ni, you declare Ablekuma North. Ask yourself why. Because I know the IGP, as we sit now, the police have always been on standby. The military have always been on standby. But Jean Mensah always uses the police as an excuse. And every single day, Biano, we want to talk to the police. Can we be given air? Can we be given air protection? Obwa. They don't know how to announce the election results. And at this point, too, she cannot go back and say, because he knows, or she knows, say, the NDC won the Ablekuma North seat. Until she's stuck in the middle. And you see, and I keep telling Ghana for say, and I keep telling this government, you see, I know Bibeka say, NDC ba power no. This is the Electoral Commission. There are people who voted. There are people who are still paying taxes. There are people who need a representative to represent them in the Parliament of Ghana. It is not their doing that they don't have a member of Parliament. Their job as citizens is to follow the law, is to pay their taxes and vote. Now, they have done all these things as citizens. It is left with the Electoral Commission who has been given the mandate to conduct elections and pronounce the winner. So at this point, who is supposed to be sacked? Who is the incompetent one? Who is not supposed to even come? Because when we give you a job, we expect you to produce answers or results. Yamawe Juma said, your only job as the EC, Jean Mensah and Bosman Asare, is to conduct elections, declare the results, and walk. For 5 months, if an electoral commission is still asking for protection, abroad till date, no electoral officer from the electoral commission headquarters have been attacked or has been attacked, then it means it's a deliberate move by the EC not to declare the elections. And I believe, say, if Jean Mensah is not going to declare the elections, the president needs to be petitioned that she cannot do her job and then she needs to be sacked. This alone, for her refusing to declare the elections, because you cannot tell me it is because of security protection. The police on several occasions, Akache Jean Mensah EC said, they are ready and willing to provide all the necessary protection. But every single day, Jean Mensah EC forum, they try to create an impression, say they are sitting in turmoil. The reason why they cannot declare the elections is because the math was done. The manipulation was done. They knew they were going to hand over the elections to the NPP candidate. Now that ambassador, they are finding it difficult because they don't have the real numbers to prove, say, the NPP candidate won the elections. Because now when they declare the elections, the question will be, say, where did you get the numbers? There isn't even the original pink sheet to declare the elections from. So how are you declaring the elections? If you don't have the original pink sheet, how do you go ahead to declare elections? It means you are declaring the elections for the wrong person. Now, if the EC wants to be transparent enough for people not to have issues with her and her dog called Bosman Asaria, for the past 5 months, the EC should or could have said, say, they don't want any chaos because Yatuaba, not Kelvin Taylor winning. The people who voted for Kelvin Taylor, they will still come back and vote for Kelvin Taylor. So what is preventing Jean Mensah from conducting another election at Ablekuma North, which is more easier, which will take less than 24 hours, which will take less resource? What is stopping her? Because at this point, there's too much controversy about who won and who lost. So if there's too much controversy, if there are issues with pink sheet, if people are saying they won and they didn't win, what do you have to do? To prevent the chaos and prevent people from attacking each other, go to the basics and reconduct the elections at Ablekuma North. What is stopping her? What is stopping her is that before the elections, they had already taken money. They had already made plans that the election is for Ablekuma North MPP candidates. So I believe, say, the woman is not qualified to fill this position. Over the years, election be our conduct Tibiano. She has not been able to basically conduct the elections to the level we have always wanted. We saw Charlotte say, we saw Afarijan. We have seen elections conducted in a smooth, fluid manner. Election be Jean Mensah and Bosman Asare ehedi biano. There's been chaos. The people have been shot. The declaration has been, as we speak today, there are so many seats that have been declared, all because the electoral commissioner is not capable. She's not competent. So, answer to this problem is simple. There are two things. Either the EC conducts new elections or Ablekuma North, or we petition the president for the EC to be sacked based on her incompetence. Because you see, the EC has failed on all fronts. 7 elections, 7 constituencies as we speak today. As we speak, they have not been declared. How do we live? How do we move on as a nation? And it has all been hijacked by this witch. Oko kana asema yesi en kana asem adentira ne busuani ne eye bola bed. Maame na waka nanim sese bola bed no Rebecca Ekufuado. Ekufuado de ba ye oya MPP for nipa itima me en kana asem. This woman is being paid for not working. Jean Mensah, Bosman Asare, they are being paid for not doing any job. Because a government worker and a Kora office and for 5 months, what is expected of them, they have not been able to deliver. Why are we still supposed to keep that person there? If for 5 solid months, 7 constituencies, declaration has not come, then we don't need these people at the Electoral Commission. Because for 7 months, Jean Mensah, Bosman Asare, and those idiots have been drawing salaries. We have been paying them their full salary. We have been paying taxes. They have been taking the taxes. They have been taking care of themselves. As we speak today, they have not been able to deliver. So why is this witch still at the EC? So there are 2 things we should do. It's either the EC redo the elections, reorganize the elections, or we petition the presidency that this woman cannot do the job, because 5 months, 6 months, 7 electoral areas. Yatia, how many MPs? 7 constituencies, how many MPs? How can we move forward as a nation? How can we as a people? How can we move forward? A petition needs to be sent to the presidency. We need to petition the president and tell the president, you know something? Apart from the breaches, contractual breaches, and the scandals, the woman herself, the woman and Bossman Asari, the two people have not been able to deliver. Intiga Mahama ba power. Obetina power yi. Onwa onye adwuma bia. Onwa de okan onye mu ba akokra. And 5 months your Mahama ti Jubilee House and yetua ne ka e call the statement anka dia asem na obeka. Do you know how much Jean Mensah takes every month? Do you know how much salary Bossman Asari takes every month? Do you know how much? Do you know how much these people are paid every single month? They are taking millions of Ghana cedis. So why are we making these people waste our money, not doing the job, and we still entertaining these fools? And anytime I catch a Ghana for say, Jean Mensah, Bossman Asari, these MPP surrogates are supposed to leave. Ablekuma North. Now, to be very fair, to be very honest, 7 constituencies won't been declared. Why don't you just come out and tell Ghana for say, you know something? I've not been able to declare 7 constituencies. I want to do a rerun. That's all. That's all. What is so difficult about that? 7 constituencies, they are in contention. I cannot declare them. I want us to redo the elections there. It is simple as that. What is stopping her from doing that? 7 solid constituencies. You can just release a statement one day and say, you know something, I don't want any of these constituencies to have some contention and some misinformation surrounding whoever has won or lost. I want these 7 constituencies, I want us to rerun the elections again. Because the people who voted in these constituencies, they are still alive. They have not gone anywhere. They are still in Ghana. They have seen whatever is happening. And if they are willing to vote, why don't you give them the opportunity to go back to the ballot, go back to the polls and vote? Why are we sitting there entertaining this woman and this group of issues? The reason is they don't have the original pink sheet. They don't have it. And we saw a video of the returning officer telling Ghana for say, there is no original pink sheet at Ablekuma North. If there's no original pink sheet, then you don't need to ask for protection. You need to rerun the elections, because so asking for protection, it does not change the fact to say the election have been tainted. It's Jean Mensah. It is not about protection we need. It's about you conducting a clean, clear election again. This is what the returning officer said.
Good evening, media. I hope you've all seen what is going on. Yesterday, we were left with 7 polling stations to go. We came today. We've been able to do 4 out of the 7. So we are left with 3 more. We brought our presiding officers here. 2 came and they couldn't authenticate the statement of pool and declaration form. 1 said she can't come. So that is the 3 now. It's so unfortunate for me to make this statement that I'm done with Ablekuma North. They should find a new returning officer to continue their work for them. Thank you.
You haven't got in there. You haven't got in there.
When you call me, I don't come.
You haven't got in there.
Mr. Shuko, what do you say to that?
Good evening once again. I think it is out of.
They should find a new returning officer. Fortunate for me to make this statement that I'm done with Ablekuma North. They should find a new returning officer to continue their work for them. Thank you.
You haven't got in there. You haven't got in there.
When you call me, I don't come.
You haven't got in there.
The returning officer now, Odi any more compiling all the results. Or say the pink sheets are missing. So why are we still sitting here asking for protection? Protection to declare an election that is not conclusive? Protection to do what? Protection to cause more chaos? Because nipa na ogada results ni nyina say paper na ogada ni nyina anso ebiayira. It does not matter the protection you want from the police. It does not matter the military coming. It's about how diligent and how and transparent the election is. Right now, the election Ablekuma North, any other constituencies, it has been tainted. No amount of protection and a big clean election up. So the only way we all will have clear conscience to live in Ablekuma North is to rerun that elections. Is to go back and do the elections again and conduct the elections again and count and then declare who won Ablekuma North. How difficult is this? Adewe DNA wom and the Jean Mensah be 4 way Jimmy way MP before batena so en kwasiasam Jean Mensah move what is a Traore na soldier forecast 30 the chi kwasiafo way. They are basically not better than teachers in Ghana. Jean Mensah and Boss Manasari, omunya better than police form nam Ghana. They are not better than nurses in Ghana. They are not better than any civil servant. And Kwasiafo we are the same civil servant. We treated Jean Mensah to say oya nyankopon. Kwasiasem no te Ghana hana na odi. Ombe rub box mukwana oma ye answer who won the elections in 2020. Kwasiaba we catch said she's not going to do it. And we got people at the Supreme Court protecting this criminal.